Hello students, so let us start with another video, that is performance appraisal. You know the word meaning performance appraisal, that is commonly we are saying that the evaluation of the performance of employees, that is the word meaning of performance appraisal. And we can see the definition of performance appraisal. It's just a method of evaluating the behavior of employees in the workplace, including both quantitative and qualitative aspect of performance. It's given by Cleverland et al. So the word is giving you, it's evaluating the behavior of the employees in the workplace, including quantitative and qualitative aspect of his work. That is the meaning of or definition of this performance. Then we can see the objectives. Objectives are providing information about human resource and their development. Okay, main aspect of the human resource is the performance. Last one, measuring the efficiency to provide opportunity for reflecting and feedback, to acknowledge and encourage appropriate and above standard performance. We are expecting that from the employees, to identify and remove distractors, then dissatisfiers, obstacles, as well as ineffective behaviors. Then to identify areas of growth for the employees and the organizations. Then we can see the principles of performance appraisal. Objectives of performance appraisal are identified to all parties. That means both the all types of within the organization. Then a result by appraisal are clearly understood. Okay, maybe it's there are positive and negative aspect of the employees. Then the supervisors have received education and training in the use of appraisal process and to educate the supervisors what to be evaluated. Then the appraisal process are valued by the organization for the promotion or increment of the employee. Then should be an ongoing process, that we know that continuous monitoring is important. Should be individualized for each category of employees. Make it as a motivational tool for the employees, that should be modified like that. Then should be legal in content. It should be valued by the employee, employer and the society. Then we can see the purposes. The first purpose is to provide backup data for management decisions. Backup data for management decisions means regarding the salary standards, merit increases, selection of qualified individuals for hiring, promotion, transfer, demotion, termination of the unsatisfied employees also. Then to serve as a check on hiring and recruiting practice and validation of employment test. That's usually for the human resource management. Then help each employee to understand more about their roles, and there should be clear and clarity in their function, and then help the employees to better understand their strength and weakness. Especially in our field in nursing, assess the performance in related to behaviorally stated work goals. Are we achieving the goals or not? Then observe a representative sample of employees' total work activities. We can evaluate. We are not continuously, we are not monitoring, we are taking a situation and then we are evaluating. And compare the supervisor's evaluation with employee self-evaluation. That's a good assessment tool. Then cite specific examples of satisfactory or unsatisfactory performance while documenting. Then indicate which job area are highest priority for improvement. So after the evaluation, we are getting an idea about that particular employee, which area need to be improved more. Then purpose of evaluation are to be improve work performance and job satisfaction. Work performance of the employee and job satisfaction of the employee. Then to discover the aspiration of employee and to reconcile them with the goals of the organization. The goals of the organization and the personal goals go side by side. Then to provide employee with the recognition for accomplishment. Employee has to get a job satisfaction. To provide employee, motivate by providing feedback for their work. So we can give motivation to the employee. Then to provide communication between supervisor and employee and to reach the understanding of the objective of the job. That's very important. we have maintaining a good rapport with the supervisor and the subordinate. Then to create a positive and healthy climate in the organization. Then to establish standards for job performance, we can make a standard on that. Then improve the organizational development, because some person may need training and development. Okay, we can identify by this performance appraisal. Then we can help the employees to internalize the culture, norms and values of the organization, so we can develop identity and commitment throughout the organization. These all are the purposes of performance appraisal. I think it's clear. Just review it. Then we can see the characteristics of performance appraisal. That's acceptance by all employees and the employer also. Both subjective and objective assessment is very important. Then need to concentrate on the job of an employee. We are not evaluating the person, we are evaluating the performance of the person. Then should be individualized, subjective and qualitative oriented. Okay, problem solving method we can utilize here. Then it should be based on clearly specified and measurable standards and indicators. Clarity should be there and objectivity should be there when we are evaluating the employee. Partiality ഒന്നും കൂടാതെ തന്നെ അത് പ്രോപ്പർ സ്കെയിൽ ഉപയോഗിച്ച് തന്നെ നമ്മൾ എംപ്ലോയീസിനെ ഇവാലുവേറ്റ് ചെയ്യണം. Goals reliable, consistent, practical, simple format, regular and routine, and participatory and open, rewards, feedback should be timely, impersonal feedback. Feedback must be noticeable, relevance and responsiveness, commitment. So these all are the characteristics of performance appraisal. Okay, it's already explained, so no need to explain it. There should be a goal and it should be consistent ആയിരിക്കണം, പ്രാക്ടിക്കൽ ആയിരിക്കണം, സിമ്പിൾ ആയിരിക്കണം, റെഗുലർ ആയിട്ട് ചെയ്യണം ആൻഡ് ഓപ്പൺ ആയിരിക്കണം, റിവാർഡ്സ് ഉണ്ടായിരിക്കണം, ഫീഡ്ബാക്ക് ടൈമിൽ കൊടുക്കണം ആൻഡ് ദെൻ നോട്ടീസബിൾ ആയിരിക്കണം, റെലവൻസ് ആയിരിക്കണം, റെസ്പോൺസീവ്നെസ് ഉണ്ടാവണം, കമ്മിറ്റ്മെൻറ്റ് ഉണ്ടാവണം. I think these characteristics are clear. Then we can see the important aspect. യൂണിവേഴ്സിറ്റി എക്സാമിന് ഇങ്ങനെ തന്നെ ചോദിക്കാറുണ്ട് മെത്തേഡ്സ് ഓഫ് പെർഫോമൻസ് അപ്രൈസൽ. ഓക്കെ, സോ യു മസ്റ്റ് നോ ദിസ്. ഡിഫറെൻറ്റ് ടെക്സ്റ്റ് ആർ ഗിവിങ് ഡിഫറെൻറ്റ് ചെറിയ ചെറിയ വേരിയേഷൻസ് ഉണ്ട്. ഹിയർ ഐ ആം ഡീലിംഗ് വിത്ത് ദ ഇൻഡിവിജ്വൽ മെത്തേഡ്, മൾട്ടിപ്പിൾ പേഴ്സൺ ഇവാലുവേഷൻ മെത്തേഡ് ആൻഡ് അതർ മെത്തേഡ്സ്. Individual methods comes confidential report, essay appraisal, critical incidents, checklist, graphic rating scale and the behaviorally anchored rating scale, forced choice method and NPO. Multiple rating personal evaluation method, ranking, paired comparison, forced distribution. Other methods coming assessment center, group appraisal, field review method and 360-degree appraisal. We can see each one in a briefly. Okay, the individual methods, first one is the confidential report. That's a traditional one and you know that this method one of the oldest and traditional method. Here we are evaluating the employees by the superior, is writing a confidential report and reported to the higher authority. Employee strength and weakness and of his performance. Employee's personal trait also is included here. That's regarding the confidential report. Second one is the essay appraisal. That's the simplest method of writing the employees. So a descriptive writing of the employee strong and weak points they are writing by the superior. Okay, it's a subjective and it's maybe there is a chance of bias. കാരണം superiorന് ഇഷ്ടമുള്ളവർക്ക് maybe they can write good one and ഇഷ്ടമില്ലാത്തവർക്ക് maybe they may write bad one. Third one is the critical incidents method. Employee based on essential events. Critical incidents എന്ന് പറയുന്ന മാതിരി തന്നെ some critical snapshots of the incidents. They are writing a brief report and it's submitted. Negative and positive points are there. Okay, that's also another. Then checklist, all of you are familiar with that. It's a set of descriptive statements of the employee's behavior and we are rating on that yes or no. So it's less time consuming but it need time to prepare a standardized one. Then graphic rating scale also you are familiar. It's a conventional methods. So we are the indicators are there is a qualitative and quantitative performance of the employees. We can indicate for example there are some terms outstanding, good, fair and unacceptable and all. So it will help to rate the employee. Personal and job related performance factors are included in this method. Then behaviorally anchored rating scale. That's one of the modern method, and it's a combination of checklist and it's a new method, graphic rating scale. So there are some behavioral statements are there, important job performance qualities are there, good or bad, and these statements derive from significant events. Only significant events they are rating here. They are time consuming and costly, but it's unbiased. Okay. Then comes the forced choice method. Here what they are doing, several sets of paired phrases are there, two of which may be positive or two may be negative. So the appraisee is asked to indicate which of the four sentences are least descriptive of a particular employee. So they can put it is an objectivity is there, so we are placing them the right or wrong. So it's one of the unbiased technique. Then comes the management by objective. It's familiar to you, I think. Participative method and goal setting is very important from the part of superior and subordinates. They will sit together and then identify the common organizational goal and set their own goals, standards for performance, and decide the line of action. Then they are observing the employees and comparing the standards and giving feedback to the employee. So here the appraisee should be record directly and immediately observe the job related behavior. So these all are the individual methods. I think it's clear. Then comes the multiple person evaluation method. Here comes mainly three methods: ranking method, paired comparison method, and forced distribution. Paired ranking method it's a simple, quick and the most convenient means of appraisal. ഇവിടെ എങ്ങനെയാണെന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ റാങ്ക് ഓർഡറിൽ എംപ്ലോയീസ് എഗനസ്റ്റ് അതർ based on their relative levels of performance 1, 2, 3. The evaluator is asked to evaluate the employee from the highest to lowest on the specific overall criteria. കൊടുത്തിരിക്കുന്ന ക്രൈറ്റീരിയ വെച്ച് എംപ്ലോയീനെ evaluate ചെയ്യും. And this method allowed to express the relative position of each employee. അപ്പോൾ അവർ ഏറ്റവും നല്ല കൂടുതൽ സ്കോർ കിട്ടുന്നവരെ ഫസ്റ്റ്, അല്ലാത്തവർ സെക്കൻഡ്, അങ്ങനെ അവരെ റേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നു. ഓക്കെ, ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് റിഗാർഡിംഗ് ദ എംപ്ലോയി according to the highest order of the rank. I think it's clear. Then third one is the paired comparison. So here one employee is compared with all other employees in the group. And ഒരു ട്രേറ്റ് ആയിരിക്കും നമ്മൾ നോക്കുന്നത്, ഒരു ക്വാളിറ്റി ആയിരിക്കും നോക്കുന്നത്. ആ ക്വാളിറ്റി എല്ലാവരുടെയും കൂടെ നോക്കിയിട്ട് ഏറ്റവും നന്നായിട്ട് ആ പർട്ടിക്കുലർ ക്വാളിറ്റി ഉള്ളയാൾക്ക് ഫസ്റ്റ്, അത് കഴിഞ്ഞ് സെക്കൻഡ്, അങ്ങനെ അസൈൻ ചെയ്യുന്ന റാങ്കിങ്ങിനാണ് നമ്പർ ഓഫ് ടൈംസ് ആ എംപ്ലോയി ബെറ്റർ ആയിട്ട് ചെയ്യേണ്ടതെന്ന് നോക്കിയിട്ട് അതിനാണ് നമ്മൾ പെയർഡ് കമ്പാരിസൺ മെത്തേഡ്. വൺ ഫോർമുല ഈസ് ദെയർ, n is equal to n minus 1/2, where n is the total number of compared employee. അതിനകത്തുനിന്ന് ഏറ്റവും ബെസ്റ്റായിട്ട് എടുക്കുന്നു. Then forced distribution. Here the appraiser forcefully evaluate the staff according to the appraiser എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ആര് അപ്രൈസ് ചെയ്യുന്ന, ഇവാലുവേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നയാളെ according to the standardized distribution scale. ഇവിടെ അറ്റ്ലീസ്റ്റ് 2 ക്രൈറ്റീരിയ ഫോർ റേറ്റിംഗ് ഓൺ 5-point സ്കെയിലിൽ നമ്മൾ ഗ്രാഫിക്സ് റേറ്റിംഗ് സ്കെയിൽ പോലെ തന്നെയാണ് ഇവിടെ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. ഓക്കെ, പ്ലേസ് ദ എംപ്ലോയീസ് ബിറ്റ്വീൻ 2 എക്സ്ട്രീംസ്. നമ്മൾ പെയിൻ റേറ്റിംഗ് സ്കെയിൽ പോലെ തന്നെ അതിനെ റേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നു. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പോൾ ഒബ്ജക്റ്റീവാണ്, ബെറ്റർ ഡിഫിക്കൽട്ട് ടു കൺസ്ട്രക്റ്റ് ആണത്, അത്ര ഈസി ആയിരിക്കത്തില്ല. I think this multiple person evaluation method is clear: ranking, paired comparison, forced distribution. Then the third one is the assessment center, group appraisal, field review, 360 feedback. ഇത് കുറച്ചുകൂടി ഒരു നല്ല സ്റ്റാൻഡർഡൈസ്ഡ് ആണ്, മോഡേൺ ആണ്. അസസ്മെൻറ്റ് സെൻറ്ററിൽ സെവറൽ എംപ്ലോയീസ് അസസ് ബൈ വേരിയസ് എക്സ്പേർട്സ്. So assessment center method experts are using various techniques like role play, simulation, transaction analysis. Here we are ranking them. Appraiser ranks the performance of each employee in order of merit. So for the promotion, training and development, we can use these assessment centers. Then comes the group appraisal method. So several appraisers do the rating including the immediate supervisor. The group uses multiple techniques to evaluate the employee. ഇവിടെ actual performance is compared with the standard and find the gap. Then discuss, suggest the improvement, and this method eliminate the bias illa. But it's time consuming. Third, field review. Evaluated by another person, and the supervisor also is involving. The appraiser prepare a report based on the record of output and information, and then immediate supervisor opinion eduthittaanu then interview the employee to assign rating. The last one is the most important, 360 feedback appraisal. This is a multi-rated feedback system. This is the comprehensive assessment. So multiple source they are using feedback in and it's mainly utilizing for the selection of leaders or management post. That is, superiors are there, subordinates are there, then peer group or team members, clients, and self-appraisal by the appraisee. So this complex one, and it's very important in the selection of any management post or the leader post. And he can see their strength and weakness of the employee. Supervisors rate the actual performance of subordinates and evaluate, and then evaluation by the employee by self. So these all are the 360-degree feedback. That's all regarding the different methods of performance appraisal. I think it's clear. The last one is the guideline for effective performance. It should be provide consistent, reliable, and valid information when we are preparing an appraisal. Then it should rely on job analysis of the employee. Then appraisal technique should be standardized, and it means it should be practicable, and employee must also evaluate parameters. Then should begin with the positive comments, and it should be documented. So that's all regarding the performance appraisal. I think it's clear. If you have any doubt, you can clarify. Common question, it's maybe a short note on performance appraisal, or maybe a methods of performance appraisal. That's another question. If you want to see the previous videos, you can go to the playlist and see, and subscribe my channel also. I think we can see with another video. Students, I think it's clear to you. Okay, thank you. See you with another video. Bye.